Hello everyone, the GovCon AI guy here. The government spends billions of dollars on IT and cybersecurity contracts. But how do you decide which ones are worth bidding on without having the process to be so long and inefficient? In this video, I'll show you how to analyze contracts and make smart decisions using ChatGPT and another AI tool. Most common agencies that offer IT and cybersecurity contracts are departments like the Department of Defense, Department of Homeland Security, the General Service Administrations, and lastly, the National Security Agency. Now, first and foremost, where are you going to find these contracts? Obviously, these contracts, if they're federal, they're going to be in the federal government website, which is sam.gov. There are more websites like the GSA, eBuy, SEWP, NASA contracts, and the state procurement websites, but most commonly they will be on sam.gov, and that's what we will show today. So the term I will be using, the keyword that I will be using on sam.gov is IT services to see what we have. So after looking IT services, I found this request for information RFI by Castle Keep, and it's also from the Department of Defense. So let's take a look at it and see if this is something we want to bid on, and that's by evaluating it. So the first thing that we'll do is we have the notice ID, the notice title, and then the basic information here. So now we will be prompting ChatGPT. The first prompt that I like to use is I'm going to evaluate a contract I found on sam.gov, so giving them a little bit of perspective. The title is Castle Keep Request for Information. So that's just some background about the contract, and then I will now tell them about what my company does. My company provides IT services and computer logistics, but we do not offer cybersecurity. This is important. If there is something that is common within the industry, but you do not offer, it's worthy of mentioning it in this prompt. And then I say keep that saved when we evaluate the contract. So throughout the whole process, I want you to remember what we offer. And then you also want the prompt to include what you want from the responses. So that would be, I want the responses to be concise and straightforward. And then the point of this evaluation is I just need help with the bid, no bid decision. And then the last thing that I say is if there is something you do not know throughout the process, let me know and I will provide you the answer. The point of this is that I don't want it to grab information from the web, and I want me to grab the information, to provide the information, and for it to not make anything up on its own. So we're going to hit that. Now that we send that, we got a few questions from ChatGPT. So the scoping, the set-asides, and the location and work requirements. So because it's an RFI, it's not a formal solicitation yet. That's fine, but we'll provide more information about it. So the first thing that we'll do is we're going to grab the classifications, copy them, and provide them to ChatGPT. So here are the classifications. So they are empty. So now they need the scope. Does the RFI mention IT services and computer logistics, or is it focused on cybersecurity? So we're going to highlight, click the reply button, and then provide them the description. So we're going to send that. Okay, so the RFI is heavily focused on cybersecurity and SCI security programs, including risk management framework. Since your company does not offer cybersecurity, this does not align with your IT core services. Recommendation, no bid. Okay, thanks. So I'm going to say, okay, thanks. Let us move on to the next contract, same criteria as above. And then now we're going to go back and we're going to find an IT contract that aligns with our fake company. So this one, Information Technology Services Support. So this is the title. And then we'll grab this information if it's necessary. Actually, we'll just grab the classification while we're at it. Classification. You can only bid if your company is an 8A certified small business. Are you an 8A? PSC suggests this is for IT business app development support, which could align with your service. Do you have experience in application development or business IT support? Okay, so we're going to say that we are 8A. And then for 2, yes, we have, I need to know more about the contract. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the description again, which is also sought, and then we'll say summarize main points and keyword and scope of work. Oops, I sent it. So here's the document. Well, they asked us for it, so let's see if there's any attachments as well. So we're going to download the attachments later. So here's a summary of key points and the scope of the work. Sounds good. So we hit the free plan, so I don't think we're able to submit the downloaded attachments, but we're still going to try. So we're unable to include the sources sought attachment that we found here in ChatGPT. But what we can also do is we're gonna open it and we can copy it because it's only 4 pages and provide the information here. Please summarize the attachment. So now it's summarizing the attachment for us, and then we can take a deeper look at it. So I think I want it, make it shorter and make me a table of the information. So I just like reading the information with a table. Let's see if they will make it. They usually make it if it's here it is. So here's the table of key information, and then we ask it bid or no bid. Okay, so I just wanted a clear answer, and it seems like you forgot that we wanted the concise answers. So that's mainly the process of evaluating a bid or no bid decision, and then we can just keep going on and on and on with the attachments or with the contracts that we see. However, there is a better tool that I like to use and that I recommend to everyone, and that tool is called SAM Search. And on SAM Search, you can simply go to the search tab and then also search for IT services and computer logistics. So the nice part about SAM Search is that you don't have to use specific keywords. You can just search in sentences. And then here we found all the information. Now, as sam.gov, we can also use the filters. So we're only going to filter by active only. And then from here, there's the station, the type of the contract. So we know what the type is, the agency, the NAICS code, and the set aside code, instead of having to grab them from the classifications. It also provides a quick AI summary of what the contract is that includes what is in the attachments, and it also includes what's in the description. If we think we like this part, then we'll choose it. If not, we'll go on to the one after. So because this one is for women-owned small businesses, we will have to skip it. So we moved on from that previous contract, and we actually found a computer equipment for DLA distribution contract. So after looking at the smart summary here, I'm looking at the type. It's a combined synopsis and solicitation by the Department of Defense. And we are in the set aside here. So we're going to click on it and know more about the contract. So again, it's a smart summary here. And then here's all the information provided by the contract, the NAICS code, FPDS code, the set aside if it's available, and then the primary contract, along with the description of the contract. And here we have the attachments, so we can also summarize them by just clicking a button instead of having to download them, uploading them to ChatGPT, and then ask it to summarize it to us if you didn't hit your free trial. And here is the summary of the attachment. So we can take a look and read about the attachment. And then if we want to know more specifications and chat with this contract, kind of similar of how we were chatting with ChatGPT, we can just click on Ask SAM Search AI. And then from here, we can just chat with the contract. So we can ask it to make us a table, for example. So we asked it to make us a table for the payment information. And now it's going to provide us with the payment information as a table like we asked it to. And then it also provides you where it grabbed the information from and which attachment it grabbed the information from, just so you're not confused with the sources of the chat. We can ask it more, and we can ask it to summarize the scope of the work. We can ask it to write us a quick summary that we will send to our subcontractor, for example, etc., etc. Once you have all of that, you can also see if you are wanting to bid on it by comparing the information here with the company profile information you have set up for yourself. And if it's all goes well and it's all good, from there you can also go ahead and generate a proposal for the contract. So that is it. Hopefully it provided you a quick understanding of how you can use ChatGPT or AI with tools like SAM Search to summarize and evaluate these contracts. It's very important to make quicker decisions on these contracts and to know if you want to bid or not bid on these contracts rather than wasting your time on this. However, knowing what you are missing on is also very important. That's why you should be getting these summaries really quickly, getting this information really quickly and more efficiently. That's why you shouldn't be wasting your time on reading every single attachment that is provided in the contract rather than just summarizing it really quickly and knowing more information about it as fast as possible. Hope you like this video, and if you have any recommendations to watch for any other videos, please let me know in the comments. Please subscribe and have a good happy bidding.